Right, morning all. I haven't seen you lot in ages. I can't remember the last time I went out and did a YouTube video. It's been a long time. Anyway, decided to get my arse out of bed, go get some pictures. I'm going to a place called Mansands because it's only as the bird flies from my place about, I swear someone's following me. Sunrise is in 4 minutes. See the beach behind me, look, just going down. So it's a bit of a test for this camera because the light's low. This is a DJI Osmo Action. Can't forget, what is it? Is it 2? I forget now. So yeah, a bit of a test for this, just framing on 24 frames per second. So I want to get as much light in there as I can, and I'm not doing any slow-mo. So yeah, just wanted to get out, get some pictures because I haven't been out. I haven't done a YouTube video for ages. I've got loads of pictures over the past few months, but just haven't been out with the cameras. In fact, I haven't been out specifically on a photography shoot for months. Just lost my mojo a little bit, I think. I just got lazy, couldn't be asked to get out of bed, couldn't be asked to stay out for sunset. It's just one of those things, it happens, I suppose. But yeah, like I say, I have got pictures out and about on my way home from work, or walking the dog and stuff like that. So I've always got my camera with me because I'm one of those saddos. And not only that, I've just spent a summer of just being at the beach and swimming every day. Get home from work, go to the beach, get home from work, drink wine. So yeah, just coming down to Mansands. I'm hoping that footage is quite smooth. It's got something called Rocksteady on it, and I've got my little lapel mic here, so hopefully the sound is pretty good because I haven't used this lapel before. Normally I put the little box up here, but it's too big and all the rest of it. But anyway, good to see you. Cheers for sticking around on the channel and not deleting me if you're still there. I don't think it's going to come to much this morning, but I just want to go out and take some pictures, and it's just lush to be out when it's like this, isn't it? Anyway, I think the winter's coming. I'm in the middle of looking at selling my Nissi 15mm and my RF24-105 and anything else I can. Excuse me, because I want the RF 15-35 2.8. For me, it's just perfect. That in my bag, along with the 70-200, be like a pig in shit. But anyway, I'm just going to spin you around and show you what we got. Oh, it looks lush down here. There's a bit of a pathway. Obviously, you've got the long, or see, not long, longer grassy crap left and right. But down the middle, there's a bit of a pathway. And the sun's right at the end of the path, obviously a million trillion miles away. I just quite like there's sun bouncing off the moisture on the grass in the foreground, so thinking it might be quite a nice shot, but the background is so bright compared to the foreground. And I just found out, I don't know why or how, I've got a massive gash in one of my graduated filters, which is a pain in the ass. F13, 1/8 of a second. I'm pretty much exposing for the foreground, get the foreground-ish right, and then I'm dropping in, believe it or not, a 0.9 hard grad for that sky. And fingers crossed. Selfie. Alright, firstly I've got to apologise. Look how red I am. This camera, this is one thing I've noticed with this Osmo Action that I thought it was going to be perfect for vlogging because you can quickly upload to your phone and the image stabilisation on it is amazing. And I've got this mic system which is plugged in, which is great. But when I'm in sunlight, I look like I've been under the toaster. I'm hoping I can give that a quick edit at home and make myself look better. I now actually have Final Cut Pro, which I've never had before. I've always done my YouTube videos with just iMovie. But since having my, it's better. Since having my EOS R and it shoots Canon C-Log, my missus treated me to a new computer for my 45th. Was it my 44th? Can't remember now. I've got Final Cut Pro, so I'm teaching myself to color grade, so hopefully my videos, hopefully I can get a bit more video with this beast and make it look nice. Great morning, great sun, but the problem is, if you're shooting into the sun, what a nightmare. It's just like, there's no cloud or nothing. A great little foreground here with these rocks in the foreground. I don't know if you can see the light kicking off the sides. Looks really nice, but then I've got that sun. And I don't mind the sun being bright. It's this line that comes right down the water that spoils, that I just don't like in the pictures. You can tell I haven't been photographing on the beach for ages. I've just put bloody footprints all over it, look. What a pleb. Dig, 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 dig. Makes for a leading line, I suppose. Right, I'm going over to the Nissi 15mm. I just don't like 24mm, it's just not wide enough. I think I've just discovered that I'm a wide shooter. When I look back at all my pictures, and when I look back at the information on my pictures, they're all shot at the widest end possible. Not a job I never like doing, is changing lenses in the field, but hey, although that 24-105 is as sharp as you like, it is a quality lens. Say a kit lens. It's still an it's still a L series, red, red stripe and whatever. So it is a lush. I'm just a wide end kind of guy. I've seen a shot here I like. It's just whether I can control the blinking sunlight or not. I never know if this thing's screwed on right. But yeah, there's my little Nissi. I'm going to do a review on this. I might actually. It's lush, cheap as chips, like 450 quid, but it's so sharp, so wide, love it. Right, I'm going to find a composition, stop banging me guns and get some pictures. Right, people. Nissi 15mm f4, shooting at aperture of f11. Gives you a nice sunburst, so that's a kind of nice way to deal with this blinking nuclear thing that's in the top of the right hand corner of the picture. I like this shot because I've got this nice long, I don't know if you can see it there, I'll see you in a minute. Got this nice long rock on the left, and there's like loads of shiny bits on it. Obviously some from the sun reflecting, so it's kind of a nice leading line to the shot. And there's another little rock directly under the sun, and then you've got the fall off to the sun, and you've got the nice starburst. So I'm going for a 25th of a second, f11, ISO 100, 2-second timer, and I like this because I can just touch the back of the screen. Ooh, yeah, quite like that. That is quite nice. You don't get a solid vignetting on this, but you do get a bit of a vignette which kind of pulls you in. That's even before I've started editing it at home. Let me show you. Let me show you the way to go. Right, this was, see what I said about. I've got the nice rock down here. I've got all the, I don't know if you can see it on this camera, there's like loads of little sparkly bits catching the sunlight, which is lovely. And I've got this other rock here, which kind of balances it up a little bit. So there's something on the right hand side in the foreground, and I've got the sun. But obviously because I've got my Nissi lens on, it's I don't know, something to do with the blades inside. It gives brilliant starbursts at like f4, but I find f11 quite a sweet spot on this lens. If this shot's any good, which I'm hoping it is, fingers crossed. Oh, and I didn't say I've got my I rarely ever use it. It's only in situations like this, because I'm not much of a bracket shooter. Stitching pictures together, I'm shit at that. I've got my 0.9 hard grad, and I've literally just got it bang straight on the horizon. In fact, no, pulled down a little bit of the water because the water's pretty glistening. So if it's any good, this is what the shot looks like. Cool. Right, got to move quick. Got to move quick, Rodney. Got to move quick. That shot I just got, I'm going to get the same kind of shot here, but have water going around the rock. Bit of a long exposure. The idea is See the water coming in and around the rocks here? Look. Ooh, like that, like that. Mystify all this water in the foreground. I think it would look quite nice. Plus this tide's coming in at a rate of knots. I'm going to be going for a swim in a minute. So I'm going to chuck you out of the way somewhere and get a shot. Right, I think I've got a decent shot. Light off the side of these rocks. What have I got on now? Now I've still got my 0.9 hard graduated filter on because of that blinking nuke in the sky. Got my Lee Pro Glass IRND 6 stop because I want to get a little bit of movement in the foreground here around the rocks. I've still got my Lee 0.9 hard graduated filter on. Again, I've got the rocks here, I've got the sun, but I've just kind of mystified the water up a little bit. 4-second exposure, and I've knocked my aperture up to f16 to extend my shutter speed. 4 seconds is nice. You're just getting a little bit of a, it's quite nice. The only problem I've got is, like I said earlier on, this sun coming down here. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might get rid of that in post. We'll have a look. But yeah, if this picture's any good, this is what it looks like. 4 seconds, what did I say, f16, ISO 100, IRND 6 stop, Lee 0.9 grad, boom. Just on my way back to the car. Someone had a good night last night. Someone's gone home half naked. Get in there. Oh, to be young. Anyway, I'm going to pack up. People walking their dogs on the beach. Sun's right up. Got that horrible white strip coming down the water. If you got this far, cheers for watching. Planning, and I always say it, I'm planning to get back on. I want to get a video out a week, really. I've got reviews to do as well. I want to do a review on this Canon EOS R. I'm definitely, now I can do a review on this Osmo Action for vlogging with, because I come out this morning and it was quite dark, so it'd be good to see if I can do anything with that. Especially now I've got Final Cut Pro, so hopefully I can improve the video a bit and cool the heat down a little bit. I'm definitely going to do a review on the Nissi lens because I think it's lush, although I am going to sell it if I can to get the Canon RF 15 to 35, because that in the bag with my 70-200 would just be perfect, I think. But there's something about this Nissi lens, I know it gives a little bit of a vignette, not a huge amount, you can't see it, it's just a little bit, but it's a nice vignette. I really like it. For 15mm wide, I don't know how they do it, but then again, it's manual focus. It gives lush starbursts, even at f4, which I really like. But yeah, it was nice to get out. Hope you enjoyed it. I love being on the coast when there's a bit of cloud to block the sun, to get some colour. I think I'm more of a sundown person myself, to be honest. I love sunrise, but I'm waffling now, I ain't got a clue what I'm on about. But cheers for watching. See you in the next vid. Take it easy. Cheers. Bye.